when I was a little kid, we moved into a white neighborhood and stuff like that, which was cool. Um, but like when my family spoke to me in Hindi, I kind of feel like an embarrassment and stuff like that because they would laugh at me and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with that because, when you're a young kid and stuff like that, you don't want people to laugh at you and stuff like that. So growing up back, in middle school and stuff like that, then, they had the Iran crisis and stuff like that back in the 70s. And people used to make fun of me for being from Iran, even though I wasn't. And, I don't have anything against people from Iran. But then in high school, it got a little bit difficult. Um, Not too many people want to hang out with me. The Indian people sure didn't. And so the only people that I could really find friends with were like the punks and the metalheads and stuff like that. They're kind of like outcast, just kind of like me and stuff like that. So I kind of adapted their lifestyle, started listening to their music. Really got into it too because at that time I was listening to like, Metallica and Iron Maiden, and then crossing over to the punk scene wasn't really that big of a deal because the music started getting a little faster, a little more aggressive. And I felt like I was in it to win it. If I was going to listen to, if I was going to listen to like metal and stuff like that, I wanted something that just moved me. So I remember I used to go to the my first couple of punk shows in San Francisco at this place called La Farm, and I used to sit in the back because I was really embarrassed to show myself. So I would sit right like they had this little brick wall right before the staircase going downstairs, and I would sit there and I would look at those bands that would come on, like Corrosion of Conformity and maybe Attitude Adjustment, and I would think to myself, man, if I could only be a singer like that, people would like me and I would gain their respect and I wouldn't feel so down on myself. And so that's something that I did pursue. And and so and so the story continues. So if you're interested in me telling you more about my days with punk and metal, just drop a line and I'll definitely go ahead and see if I could add some more. So thank you so much for listening. You have a wonderful day and talk to you soon. Bye bye.